This is the theme song to Flipper from the 1960s TV show, written by Henry Vars in 1964. I have it capoed up here on the 5th fret. Everything I say will be relative to this capo. I play it in the key of G. The reason I have it capoed up here on the 5th is because it's the same key, which is the key of C that they played in on the TV show, but it's easier to play in G, so I capo it here. So if I say I'm playing a G, it's going to look like this. This is in 3/4 time, or maybe 6/8 time. I'm going to play just a little bit of it at 180 beats per minute in 3/4 time, just for context. This intro part starts off in it with a G chord, and you don't even have to hold down the 6th string because you're playing 4th string, 5th string B, 4th string, 3rd string. And then you move to a C6 chord, which is a C chord with an added A, and you play the same 3 strings. You play 4, 5, 4, 3. There you're hitting an A note. So the first 2 chords. And then I move to this D. And what I'm doing there is hitting the 4th and 5th string. Holding down the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, holding down the C on the 2nd string, and then a D chord. So the intro chords are and then it goes into the song, which is an open 3rd, open 2nd, and a D, all those single notes, and then you move to a C chord. For your melody, it's G, E, G, E. What I'm doing in the bass is every 3rd beat, I'm alternating in the bass between the C and the E. And then it moves down to a G chord. And then for the 2nd round of the C chord, it goes, so it's G, F sharp, E, down to a G chord. Hitting a D on the 2nd string is your melody, and then a B is your melody. So these first 2 chords are, and this G gets 2 beats, and then on the 3rd beat of the G, you go back to the G in the bass, and you D, C, B for your melody, which is a rundown to your D chord, which is a D7th chord. So after this walk down, you go to a D chord, alternating the D and the A for the bass. And then back to the G chord. So that melody for the D is, it's a C, A, E, D, C, and then back down to the G chord. This second time around, it starts out with these open strings, and then to the C chord. And this time on the C chord, it goes and then a G chord. So that's G, F sharp, E, twice on the first string, all with the C chord, and then to the G chord, hitting a D note on the second string, and then hitting this B note up here on the first string. So it's C, G, and then you jump down to this D note on the second string, and then to a D7th chord, hitting the C note on your second string as your melody, and then a long D, hitting the A note as your melody. Long D is just like a D chord here, just because you put your pinky up here on the A. And then it's A, G, F sharp, and then back to G. So this whole second part looks like this. Now for the break, it starts with a G chord, which is D, B, D, G, and then D, and you're moving to an A minor 7th. A minor 7th is like a C chord, you just lift up the 5th string, and the melody is D, C, B, C. So these first two chords of the break are to a D7th chord, and the melody there is C, B, C, F sharp, and then staying on the D chord, E, E, D, C, back to the G chord with the D note on the second string as your melody. So this first round of the break is second time around with the G chord. You go up to this high B, and then the C chord. It's A, G, E, G, and the D7th chord hitting your F sharp as your melody. E, F sharp, G, and then right back to and this ending, you're on the G, A minor 7th, and what that is a G, E, G, C, C, G.